It's the end of the World Cup road for the Portuguese. Cristiano Ronaldo and his side got absolutely nothing in this massive German win by 4-0.
It's Uruguay's night. They have beaten Portugal by 2-1.
In the 2022 World Cup quarter-final, Portugal's dreams died with a single goal.
In the series!
Youssef En-Nesyri's 42nd minute header was all Morocco needed to stun them.
And Portugal are out, and Cristiano Ronaldo is out.
Portuguese fans felt disappointed.
That was absolutely horrendous.
And the question remains, why does this keep happening to every one of Portugal's golden generations?
And Oblak makes a fantastic save! Oh my word!
Portugal's history is littered with similar scenes. In 1966, a young Eusebio exploded onto the world stage, 9 goals and the Golden Boot. Yet Portugal fell 2-1 to England in the semi-final.
Charlton has scored! The running back hurls back to Charlton, this could be it, it is! 2-1. Jose Augusto, England are in the final of the World Cup!
A generation later, Luis Figo, Rui Costa and Deco carried fresh promise.
Figo's having to operate even more attackingly now. He really hits that one. Oh, that is just sensational! Rui Costa sokuluyor. Şut yansı. Rui Costa ve gol! Rui Costa!
Dummy run. Figo's found Deco.
They reached the Euro 2000 semi-finals and fought their way to the Euro 2004 final on home soil, and then lost to Greece.
Semi-final, they've got a goal here. The champions of Europe are Greece.
Critics later noted that this Figo-Deco generation underachieved at international level despite its wealth of talent. Even with Luis Felipe Scolari at the helm, the same team fell short at the 2006 World Cup semis.
And it's his World Cup at the moment. Zinedine Zidane.
Then came Ronaldo, another deep bench of talent, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, Joao Cancelo, Rafael Leao, and more. Led by the world's greatest goal scorer, Portugal finally lifted Euro 2016.
Free of Koscielny. And their shot! Super strike! Kings of Europe are Portugal.
The UEFA Nations League in 2019, in 2025.
Yes!
But in World Cups, the script was eerily familiar. In 2018, they were knocked out in the round of 16 by Uruguay. In 2022, by Morocco. In each knockout match, a moment of collective utility, a missed chance, a defensive error was enough to end the war.
When it became about problem solving on the field, they became sort of this team that fragmented in the attack. So rather than having those quick combinations, now you're getting desperate. You're just lumping balls in, or you're just trying to squeeze balls in spaces that are not quite there, or you're trying to dribble into positions in which now you draw yourself out of spaces.
Look closely and you see the pattern. Portugal has a history of building its team around one transcendent talent, confusing greatness with team strength. Tactically, Portugal often adapted to its style rather than other way around. For example, a 2018 analysis of Portugal's World Cup play pointed out that the team's attack was effectively built for Ronaldo. The report noted that Portugal attacks need to be set up around the target man, Ronaldo, so much so that the passing game grew incoherent, more a collection of isolated moves than a fluid team effort. In other words, most plays were funneled to one man. When they did break up, or Ronaldo was double-teamed, the structure had few other gears.
I just think that Portugal got to the point where they had no answers, and they were looking around, and that guy didn't have the answer, that guy didn't have the answer, and now, well, Cristiano's going to have the answer. Well, not anymore, he doesn't have the answers, because those answers are not coming as evidently as they once did, and as clearly as they once did.
This dependency showed up in plain view. After the 2014 World Cup, pundits called Portugal easy to play against and predictable, a side that lacked an identity beyond its captain. 4 years later, some optimists even claimed Portugal had finally ended its dependence on Ronaldo as young stars like Bruno Fernandes and Gonçalo Guedes emerged. But that was more wish than reality.
Tell me one player that can play for Ronaldo that's going to score goals like Ronaldo, and I agree with you, bench Ronaldo. Get him off the team. If you could just tell me one person, let's do it. Ronaldo at 41 years old is old. Yes, Ronaldo at 41-year-old is not the same football player that he was. But yes, Ronaldo at 41 years old is not the best number 9 in the world, nor is he top 5 number 9s in the world. But Ronaldo at 41 years old gives you a competitiveness. He gives you a want to win. He gives you the IQ. He gives you the leadership. He gives you the motivation and the fear. He puts a little bit of fear in defenses, because even though he's not Ronaldo from the past, people know that if you leave him by himself, he will score on you.
By late 2018, analysts were still warning that Portugal stars needed to exhibit self-confidence by creating chances without fully depending on the captain. In tournament play, it often came down to one man's genius or fatigue, and Portugal had little contingency.
It's time for Portugal to move forward. They've seen the best of him, they've had the best of him. It's not going to get any better. He's not going to reach those heights again. Yeah, I'm not saying he can't come in and do a job, but he'll bring in the eyes of the media. He'll bring in the attention. There's a new manager, and that's what they'll have. Is that what he wants? They have enough within the squad to go again without Cristiano Ronaldo. They have enough to rebuild and rejig and bring some freshness about it. And whether he's got it in him to say that and go, look, I've had my time, we couldn't get over the line, I'm stepping back. For me, that would be the best thing for all parties.
Compare that with other nations. Belgium's fifth golden generation, Hazard, De Bruyne, Lukaku, was the product of a deliberate system.
De Bruyne, 2-0!
Spain's greatest team were successful not only because of stars like Iniesta and Xavi, but also of the strong team-oriented playing style known as tiki-taka.
Watch again, Jordi Alba! It's Jordi Alba! It's 2!
In Portugal's case, by contrast, the strategy was always find the one great player and build around him.
It's Ronaldo, it's 1-0 Portugal.
Now, with Roberto Martinez as coach, Portugal walks into 2026 with what may be the deepest squad in its history. And yes, Ronaldo still the keystone.
Portugal will win this competition not just because of Cristiano Ronaldo, but actually because they have a really good and talented group of players. They are the ones that can carry Cristiano Ronaldo, not vice versa, not Cristiano Ronaldo carrying Portugal.
When you look at the team, they've got some great midfield players, they've got good defenders, they've got good wide players. Bernardo Silva, we haven't even talked about, excellent for Manchester City over a number of years. But I saw Cristiano Ronaldo play for Juventus, and it was the demise of Juventus because everybody had to do everything around him. When he was playing centre forward, he'd drift out to the left wing. When he was playing left wing, he'd drift into the centre forward. He didn't do any work to close people down. And then the manager has to build a team around that. I think that will stop Portugal winning the tournament.
The truth is that Portugal has rarely lacked talent. Every so-called golden generation was packed with world-class players, and the nation has finally lifted trophies. The missing ingredient has been collective trust and identity, a way of winning that doesn't hinge on one superstar moment. Now the cycle is quietly repeating. Will this newest team finally learn that winning together means more than waiting for one man to work magic? Portugal has all the pieces to win the World Cup. The question isn't if they have the players, it's whether they'll ever trust each other enough to win it together. Leave your predictions in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more videos about the World Cup.